and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you guys 3 of my favorite healthy cookie recipes. All of these are so delicious. You're not gonna know they're healthy, and if you love cookies, then you will love this video. So let's go ahead and jump in. So the first cookie we are making are these soft, healthy chocolate chip cookies. I'm starting off with some coconut oil. Into that, I'm adding in some coconut sugar as well as some maple syrup. And then we're going to be adding in an egg. You can definitely use a flax egg along with some vanilla. Just really make sure to allow the flax egg to gel so that it is the consistency of an egg. Then I'm adding in some apple cider vinegar and stirring that until it is nice and smooth. Once that is all nice and smooth, I'm adding in some almond flour, which is really great healthy fats, protein, and vitamin E, some tapioca flour, some psyllium for fiber and texture, as well as some baking powder. And we're gonna stir all of this together until we get our nice thick dough. And the great thing about this recipe is that it comes together in one bowl, plus all of the cookies are super soft as well. So just mix that together. And then I'm adding in some sugar-free, dairy-free chocolate chips. So adding those into the mix, and we are going to fold it again. Now the thing with this dough that makes it really delicious is when you chill it for an hour. So you can chill it either in the fridge, or if you do it in the freezer, you're not going to chill it as long. But what chilling the dough does is it really helps to solidify the fats in this recipe, and the cookies will be a lot softer and a lot tastier. Once you've chilled the dough for an hour, I'm just using an ice cream scoop to scoop out our dough into cookies. I also like to scoop it into these rounds and then freeze the rounds as is. And then you can always whip out the raw dough from the freezer and then bake yourself some freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. These are so soft and delicious. Next up, we are making some berry thumbprint cookies, which are another one of my all-time favorite cookies. So I'm gonna mash up some raspberries with a fork, and then I'm gonna do this while they have been cooked from frozen. So I highly recommend putting these either in a pan or in the microwave for a few minutes to get them to soften up a bit, and then adding in a teaspoon of chia seeds. To that, I'm gonna be adding in some maple syrup, some vanilla into a separate bowl, along with an egg. I wouldn't recommend using this recipe with a flax egg, as long with some coconut oil that hasn't been melted. This is gonna be key for the dough. It's going to come together a lot easier if you haven't melted the coconut oil. So don't melt it for this one. And then you're going to scoop out, again, your cookie dough. I'm doing about like golf ball shapes, and then I'm using my knuckle. You can also use your thumb, hence thumbprint cookies, to make a hole in the center for it to go through. So using your thumb or your knuckle to press that in. And then I am adding in some of like the chia jam mixture. I'm loading the top with it, all filling the hole. And you can also do this with any other fruit. You could do this with a blueberry, a blackberry, a strawberry, anything that you can really mash up and add some chia seeds to. You can do this any kind of fruit version. You can even do apple if you really wanted, and just do that to all of the cookies. And after you bake them, you have these wonderful berry thumbprint cookies. These are so good and definitely one of my tried and true recipes. And then we are going to be making some chocolate meringue cookies. These are honestly taste so good, and they're so easy to make. So I'm using some chocolate chips, and I'm melting those down in the microwave at 30-second intervals until it is nice and smooth. And then I'm adding in just a touch of vanilla for flavor. In a separate bowl, we are going to be cracking an egg, but we only need the egg white. So just scoop the yolk between the two shells so that you can get all of the egg white for this. And then you are going to, either in a mixer or with a hand mixer like I have here, whip your whites until you get nice stiff peaks. So until it looks like this. Keep going. It takes about a couple minutes of doing this. Then I'm adding in some coconut sugar and then whipping it again until it is all nice and incorporated. And just keep whipping until it is nice and fluffy. Then we are going to be pouring in the chocolate vanilla mixture that we have melted and adding that in. And then once again, whipping that with the whipping attachment until it is nice and smooth and you get this whipped chocolate cookie type batter that we are going to be scooping out onto our sheet. You can add some nuts. I'm adding in some nuts and some extra chocolate chips, but you can also leave them as is. And then I'm just taking a large tablespoon and I'm scooping out a heaping tablespoon into these cookies. Keep in mind that they do like flatten as they cook. So I would do about a tablespoon, tablespoon and a half for each of the cookies. And then we're gonna place those in the oven. And then once they come out, you have this chocolate meringue cookie. They're like thin, wafery meringue cookies. They're so delicious. They look fancy, but they're easy to make and you are going to love this recipe. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna leave my last healthy dessert recipe here on the screen so you can watch that after this. And don't forget to subscribe for lots more healthy recipes. I'm also going to leave my free healthy dessert ebook down in the description box. It has over 20 of my all-time favorite healthy dessert recipes for you to have on your phone, on your computer, and you can make all of them. If you make these, don't forget to tag me on Instagram because I would love to see them, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.